Hey everybody, today we're talking about crunch tones. So we want something in between really saturated and really clean that'll sound great for blues, even though I don't have any idea how to deal with the blues, but it should be fun. Stick around. So the mission for today is we want something that's both good for soloing, but that will also clean up. So on the solo side of things, we need good sustain and pleasant attack. And then on the clean side of things, we want the tone to clean up as we play softer or as we roll off our volume knob. I'm using my neck pickup for this whole video. I just think the neck pickup on this particular patch is gonna sound best, at least for me, but you know, feel free to experiment. Okay, so we have our empty patch here. We're gonna go to quick build and add all of our goodies. So an input, an output, an amp, a cab. We're also going to put in a pitch block, a multi-delay, and our stereo enhancer. Later on we're going to put in a compressor block, but we're going to do something a little special for that. All right, let's connect it all together. Before we do anything, let's go to our input block here and set our threshold at -40. This is my usual tasks that I do for each patch. We're going to set our level. We're going to back it off so I don't blow the recording out of the water here. And let's see what we have so far. Very pretty. Let us make some tweaks here. So for my amp, I'm going to go with my old standby and my favorite thing at the moment, the Brit 800. My mids, I'm gonna boost to just a little bit, 5.5. And my treble will be 6.5. Drive and master are both gonna be at 6. For input EQ, I'm gonna put a low cut here, 130. Since we're using the neck pickup, or since I'm using my neck pickup for this, I need to do that so it doesn't get all muddy when I'm in the lower range. And then for output EQ, I want to just do a gentle boost of the highs. So starting at 2K, that's gonna go up 1, 4K up 2, and 8K up 3. Finally, I'm gonna go to my dynamics page. My output compression, normally I like to do the gain enhancer. I'm just gonna leave it on output for now. And I'm gonna put that at about 6. Let's move over to the cab real quick here. For the cab, I'm going with Legacy 60. And this is a 4x12 Fractal GB, which I assume means greenbacks. And maybe M160 is the microphone. I'm gonna get rid of all my little ear candy blocks here at the end. Let's just hear the amp in the cab now. Okay, sounds pretty good. Let's add in some other stuff to make it even better. So for the pitch block here, we're gonna go with quad detune, and we're gonna set these in a very particular way here. So detune number 1, we're gonna go 9 cents, and then detune number 2, -9. Detune 3, 4 cents, and detune 4, -4 cents. And then our positive values here, 9 cents and 4 cents, we're gonna pan those hard left, and our negative values, we're gonna pan hard right. What we're going for here is sort of this mid-80s Van Halen-ish kind of frozen chorus sound. So it's gonna have a chorusy feel to it, but normally a chorus, these values change slightly over time, depending on how you set it. This one is just sort of frozen in time, but it's gonna give us a nice effect and sort of make it wider. For a multi-delay, I'm just gonna use my normal quad tap delay, but take the mix down to 8. And then the enhancer, I'm just going to run stock. Our volume a little bit. And we get that. Now I want to add a compressor to this, and I suck at setting compressors, at least for guitar. So what I've done is I've gone to the source of clean shredding, which I believe to be Tom Quayle. So he was very generous and created a preset on his channel, which I suggest you check out, and I'll link to it down in the description. Basically I'm just using his compressor, the compressor he chose, and the settings that he chose for that compressor. So I'm gonna basically just copy that block from his patch and paste it into my patch. Which, if you're not sure how to do that, I will show you right now. First, I'm going to just name this test and save it, and then I'm going to back down here to Mr. Quayle's patch, and I'm going to select his compressor block. I'm going to right-click on it, edit, copy block, and then head back up to our little preset here and just right-click on it, edit, paste block. And there you have it, his compressor, Studio FF Compressor 1, and the settings that he chose, which I trust him way more than I trust myself to set one of these things. It's probably not going to sound that much different, but it's going to make it easier for us to do some like legato stuff with not a lot of distortion. Okay, the last thing I did here was I created a second scene. So scene 1 is normal and scene 2 is boosted. So I went to scene 2 here, made sure everything was still on channel A, but then I switched my amp to channel B. Basically the only thing I did here differently was I boosted the master and the drive to 7, and then I went to my dynamics page, and instead of the normal output compression, I selected gain enhancer. So that gives us this. Just sort of lets you breathe a little fire there into this patch if you want. That's it for this one, folks. I hope you're enjoying these videos and these patches. Please feel free to download them and tweak them, make them your own. You're probably going to need to adjust the drive settings on your amp, just because our pickups are probably different, have different output values. But I'm liking these videos. I'm liking making them. So if you want me to keep making them, let me know. Now go forth, practice, have fun, and we will see you in the next one.